Welcome to Campfire Stories.
Pull in close tonight, friends, because this one is true and it is the first of 8. There is no ghost in it. Just a 19-year-old boy from Ottawa, a dying stranger, and half a ton of gold buried in the dark at the Cochran turnoff. His name was Lucas Meyers, and he never slept a whole night through again.
Half a ton of gold, Marty. You cannot just say that and keep walking. Start at the beginning.
Lucas had just finished grade 13. No money, no plan, and a father who told him a man finds work or a man finds trouble, and the two are never far apart. So he went west, the way broke young men always have, and got on at a little oil services outfit in Wainwright. Small rig, badly run, held together with baling wire and prayer.
I know that kind of place. And I know that kind of father, too. Hard love, but love.
He lasted 3 weeks. Last morning, the tool push rolls in at 6 a.m, so drunk he could not find the doghouse. And Lucas decided right there he would rather be broke and breathing. Packed his bag, stuck out his thumb, heading for Banff, where a classmate had a couch and a maybe job.
Good for him. 19 and already knows some paychecks cost too much. Though now he is broke on the side of a highway.
It took him most of a day and a fistful of rides to reach the mountains. The last one dropped him at a place called Deadman's Flats.
Deadman's Flats. Marty, when the map itself is trying to warn you, a person ought to listen.
You would think. He used the washroom, walked back to the highway, and the road went dead quiet. He walked a whole mile, and not one car slowed. Then an old Mercedes came by, gray as a rain cloud, and the driver did not even look at him. Did not want him. Lucas watched it go, and then, a long way down, he saw it drift onto the shoulder and stop.
Oh, he thinks he has got his ride.
He ran for it. But that old man was not stopping for Lucas. He was gripping the wheel with both hands, gray as ash, mouth working like a fish on a dock. 85 if he was a day, barely a word of English, and his heart was quitting on him right there on the Trans-Canada.
Oh, that poor man. Alone, no words to reach a soul, feeling it come. And this child runs up expecting a favor and finds a man dying instead.
So Lucas did the only thing a person does. Put him in the passenger seat, got behind the wheel, and drove for the hospital at Canmore like the devil was in the mirror. By the time he hit emergency, the old fellow was out cold. The nurses took him straight in. Lucas parked the car, like it mattered, and by the time he walked back, he heard a siren pulling away. Calgary General. Condition bad.
And there, that is the fork in the road, is it not? That is where a different boy just goes home.
But he had the man's keys in his hand, and the car in the lot, and a stranger's whole life sitting there unattended. And he thought, I will drive it to Calgary. I will take it to him. That is what he told himself.
That is what he told himself. Marty, that is the exact sound of a person walking towards something they have not admitted yet.
45 minutes to Calgary. Halfway, he pulled into a gas station and searched that car, looking for a name, a wallet, anyone to call. Nothing. No identification, nobody. Just an odd little round key on the ring that did not fit the doors. So he opened the trunk.
And
a suitcase, 2 days of clothes, no wallet, nothing with a name. And 2 trunks, heavy as sin, locked. That round key opened the first one. Gold, Carol. Bars of it, packed tight and gleaming, each one stamped with Swiss engravings. The second trunk the same. About 500 kilograms. 1,100 pounds of pure gold, and not one scrap of paper in that whole car to say whose it was.
500 tons of gold, and a dying man who cannot tell you a single thing. Marty, my heart is going because now it is not a lucky day anymore. It is a test, and he is 19, and he has been eating gas station sandwiches for 3 weeks.
He stood there in the dusk with the trunk open, and he had some thinking to do. Then he went inside and bought a shovel.
Oh no. Oh, Lucas.
The gas station was at the Cochran turnoff, an easy place to remember, and he never once forgot it. He drove around back to a water tower standing alone, sat in the driver's seat and waited for the light to die. When there was nobody, he dug. Half an hour. And he buried it. 49 bars, 5 feet out from the northeast corner of that tower's base.
49. Not 50?
He kept one. Slid a single 10-kilo bar into his backpack. And he never had a good reason for the number. 49 felt like a crime. 50 felt like greed. And one felt like a toll for the man he was about to become.
That one bar. Marty, that tells you everything about him. He knew exactly what he was doing, and he did it anyway, and he left himself just enough to hate himself with. That is not a thief. That is a boy losing his innocence in real time.
He drove into Calgary, parked the Mercedes in the loading zone at the hospital, and walked away. A day later, he was on a plane to Vancouver Island. He had sold that one bar to a quiet gold man in Chinatown who took $10,000 for the favor of asking no questions. Lucas flew out with $30,000 in cash and 49 bars in a hole in Alberta and an old man's Swiss gold that somebody somewhere was surely going to come looking for.
But Marty, you cannot stop there. Did the old man live or did he die in that ambulance? Whose gold was it with Swiss marks and no name on a single bar? Is someone out there right now, tearing the country apart, looking for it? And that boy, with one bar in his backpack and 49 in the cold ground, is he ever going back for it? Or does it haunt him to the end of his days?
Every one of those questions has an answer, Carol. And every answer is worse than the last. Lucas told himself the old man would pull through. Told himself he would go back for it clean. Told himself a great many things that summer. I'm Marty Shepherd.
And I'm Carol, and I do not know whether to be angry at that boy or hold him close. Maybe both. Come back for part 2, friends. Sleep warm, and whatever you do, do not go digging near any water towers until we are back.